Okie dokie guys, well it's November here in Minnesota. It's time to put the Toro Spraymaster away for the winter. So I'm going to walk you through the process of how we do that here. I feel like the first part of November is about when you should start this process. Sometimes earlier. You don't want this stuff freezing up. I've learned the hard way. We've broken sprayer wands. There's a bunch of stuff that can freeze on this. So I'm gonna walk you through how to do that. Let's get into it here. First thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna empty everything out. So you're gonna wanna empty your hopper out. You're gonna wanna empty your tanks out, spray everything out. And then once you've sprayed it out, run some water in the tanks, dilute it, spray it again. So that's how it's gonna be. So it's ready to go now. We're gonna grab 6 bottles of RV and marine antifreeze. I got this stuff at Walmart. This is the cheapest stuff you can about find. It's good for 50 below, so we don't get to that quite here in Minnesota, although we come close sometimes. So 6 jugs of that, and then a few good 5-gallon buckets for spraying into, because we're going to want to run that antifreeze through every nook and cranny of this. So I do also want to mention while we're here that down in the bottom of this, what I like to do is open up the hopper all the way, and I like to put a little WD-40 or PB blaster in the bottom. You can see it on there. Also, a good wash is very important too before you put this away. So I kind of rinsed it off with the hose. Didn't do probably as good of a job as I should have, but we got it done. So let's get into the fun part now. We're gonna start filling these babies up. So I'm gonna put, the one thing that I really do hate about this machine, there's a few things that I hate about this machine. We might do that in another video, or maybe I'll just talk to you guys while I'm filling this up about a few of the things that I really hate about this thing. The one thing that I really don't like about this thing is that there is no drain plug on the bottom of the tank. So you're always left with a tiny little bit in the bottom. There's no way to get it all out. I'm gonna pause here for a second. All right, so we took a brief intermission, and I should clarify, I don't hate this machine, but there are some things that I very much dislike about it. So the second one being that the back, if you want to go around to the back and show people the underside. This machine is very low in the back here. It makes it hard for going on and off curbs. Like really hard for going on and off curbs. If you don't go off the curb at just the right angle, you're gonna get hung up. So did a little short video of that actually happening further on down the line. So you can go back and check that out if you'd like. The other thing that I want to mention here, if you want to walk around to the hopper while I'm still filling these up, is this motor. So we're up here in Minnesota where it's really cold. This is a hydraulic ran motor. And to be honest with you, I have wasted so much time on the cold mornings in the fall. You know, it's getting into the 30s, and you have to run this machine 10 minutes before you can get this hopper up to speed so you can actually spread your fertilizer. So in the morning, you're burning off a bunch of time just trying to get this thing, the hydraulic fluid, to warm up. So I do know that Toro has upgraded this, because this was kind of a semi mistake of a machine. So they've upgraded now. On the new ones, they are electric motors, I believe. They do have drain plugs. It's quite different looking machine. So I'm glad they got that nipped in the bud before more people came on YouTube and complained about it. So we'll fill this other side up. So now I will mention that This machine is a 2021 model. It has a little over 100 hours. We've used it for 2, I don't know, partial seasons here. We're a really small operation. I do some big jobs though. I don't know, we probably only do between $20,000 and $30,000 worth of FERT a year, but it's definitely made life a lot easier than walking stuff off or hand pushing things. I don't really have time to do that. This next year, we're really gonna up it. We did have a few people that fell off just due to drought. Not everybody waters around here. It's really sandy, and quite frankly, I can understand why people wouldn't want you putting fertilizer on their yard when we aren't getting any rain. I mean, we are right now, but we've been in a really, really nasty drought the last couple of years here. So I know much of the state was affected this year in 2022, but yeah, it's been a tough couple of years for fertilizer. So hopefully next year's better. I feel like we got a rock solid program. It just works, guys. So you guys like fertilizer, by the way? If you want to learn more about the business, what it's like, follow along with us here on our Blades YouTube channel. Be sure to hit the like button. Most importantly, hit that subscribe button. We're working our way up to 1,000 subs here, so the support would be much appreciated. We're gonna get to spraying this stuff out right now. I'll show you how that's done. So put my gloves on. So I'm gonna turn the machine on here. So we're going to turn the pump on, the power to the pump. And I'm going to do my left side here. My left foot. We're going to spray till it gets really pink in there. You should be wearing gloves too. Make sure you wear rubber gloves when you do this. As you can see, it's getting pink in there, so the antifreeze is definitely through the hose. Alright, that one's good. Turn on the middle. Best to empty the bucket after each one so you can see that there's pink fluid coming out as well. So dump it into one bucket. I also do want to mention that on this side too where your valves are. Just leave them open on both sides. That ensures that everything is getting fluid. So that's pretty much the gist of winterizing this machine. Hopefully it was somewhat helpful. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button. And if you have questions about this, also leave them in the comments. I'm on there. I answered literally just about every question, so to the best of my knowledge. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another video, and hopefully we will see you on another one. We're going to be probably doing some plowing videos here pretty soon. It's going to get really cold. In fact, this next week everything's going to freeze pretty solid, so we're looking at temps in the 20s. It's going to be fun, guys. We'll see you on the next one. God bless.